What is this? It's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. Monday, May 6th. How about that? May 6th. I think I'll go out and sit outside and enjoy a cocktail here. Cheers. You know, there's nothing like being able to step outside of your camper, kick back and relax at any campsite you choose, anywhere. Doesn't even have to be a campsite when you got one of these RVs. Any place is your home, wherever you make it. Sit back, relax, enjoy a cocktail, early afternoon. Think about planning some dinner a little later on with my wife, and you know, there's just nothing like it. We got us a nice little campsite here. We are actually in our hometown in Savannah. We're at the Getaway State Park. I needed to do some maintenance on my tanks in my trailer. You know, get them rinsed out, washed out, and dumped. And you know, this campground isn't nothing but about 10 minutes from where I live, actually. So, I mean, why not? Every now and then, you know, book the campsite and at the Skidaway Island State Park, and you know, got to do maintenance on the tanks. You might as well take a little break from work and just enjoy the great outdoors. And you know, you being here, you would never know that I'm just really 10 minutes away from my house. So, you know, once you're here, it's almost like time stops. It's a great way to get away from your work. It's a great way to get away from the stress of work. But I'll tell you, that's good. You know, even though I'm 5 minutes or 10 minutes away from my house, you would never know it once you set up camp. You relax. It's 91 degrees here today, so it's a bit warm. So, you know, even the other campers around here, well, RVers around here, you know, you're not going to see a whole lot of people, you know, doing a whole lot of outdoor activities. But if you were in a tent, if you were tent camping, it'd be quite a bit uncomfortable, I would think. But you see, that's the great thing about camping. You meet all sorts of different people. Everyone seems to be nice. Everybody's always laid back. There's no stress. Everybody's in good spirits. You meet really good people doing this. You meet really good people RVing and even camping. But you know, I'll leave the tent camping now. You know, Christy and I, we're going to leave that to the younger people. I mean, it's fun. It can be rewarding, but the tent camping can be a bit rough. I can actually, I can plan a trip within 2 days. I could have this RV fully ready, fully loaded, because most of the stuff is all just left in it. So I could have, by myself, I could have this camper ready to go, anywhere in, practically in a day. And once I pull it on site, I mean, I by myself can have, water, power, electric, hot water, gas, camp fully set up in less than an hour, and it'd be ready to roll. So you spend less time, setting up camp and working, which used to be kind of fun back, we were doing tent camping, setting up tents and setting up camp, and getting your site laid out and planning out. I mean, because we had our little washroom, bathroom that we used to wrap with tarps, and we had a canopy like this, but it was with the tarps. You have to plot out what trees you're going to tie your ropes to, how you're going to stay dry. We had a tarp over our tent to be sure that our tent stays dry, and then you have to pretty much run camp. I mean, there's no, you had stoves and stuff and fire, fire pit and everything, but it's, in extreme conditions it could be rough. Cold conditions, it's not very fun. Hot conditions, it can take its toll on you in hot conditions, and then you got the rain that's pretty bad. We've been camping here in this RV with some of the worst weather, and it hasn't bothered us a bit, man. If it's cold, windy, rainy, you just stay inside, watch some TV, play some video games, got everything you need in there, hot shower. It's just, you can't beat it. And having an RV too, at least that's why we got this little small one here. Having an RV is it's just a way for us to be able to get away at the drop of a hat, because with our scheduling and everything, my wife and I, there's just no way, that we could plan anything long term. It's not going to happen. I own a business, and she has a very tight schedule where she works, and so even if she has a couple of days off or a 3-day weekend, and there's no way of us knowing that until it almost actually happens. Now all we have to do is spend a day or a half a day. We could get everything pretty much packed up, ready to go. Take us a few days of clothes and some toiletries and what have you, and we could be on the road. So and then it takes no time to set up camp. You're spending more time enjoying your campsite than you are kind of running it, and that's kind of the idea. Being an RVer, new to the RV world, one of the things that I've noticed that I didn't realize as much is campsites like this, campgrounds like this, which I'll give you a little bit of an overview here if I can of this site. But they're really nice RV site here. It really is a campground. It really is. But one thing I noticed about any of them that I go to, I think RVers, at least the places that we've been, which has just been a few so far, I've noticed a lot of RVers really only use a lot of these places we've been to stay like one night, to stay overnight or one day. I think they're on their way to like bigger and better destinations. Probably, since we're we're the smallest. We bought the smallest RV you could buy and still be considered an RV. It's, you know, it's got all the amenities of any RV. You know, we didn't want anything too big, but I think the bigger ones, these big massive ones you see that are around, I mean, they're mainly designed to, or they're mainly bought to travel the country. So I think in many cases, you know, every RV campground is treated as, you know, just a resting spot for a day until they reach their bigger destination, and that's when they'll camp out for, you know, several days or whatever. I'm just assuming. I just say it must be nice because I don't have that luxury of being able to just to travel the country. But I don't know. Perhaps one day, maybe not with this RV, but perhaps one day. Well, here comes one now. I mean, call it an RV. It's really not an RV. I mean, this is the type of RVs and stuff we see. Look at this one behind me. Wow. It's a bus, literally. I just can't imagine having something that big. Just travel the country, have nothing, you know, nothing to do but enjoy, you know, the scenery. But I mean, my wife and I enjoy the smaller things, really. We don't have to have big luxury items or anything, but it's interesting to meet the RV world and to meet the people in it, and we've really been enjoying it so far. If you're thinking about getting an RV, I would definitely recommend doing it. RVing is a lot of fun to be had, and certainly relaxing. I mean, time almost stands still when you set up camp at a campsite. I mean, it almost stands still. It's really nice. I just wanted to chit chat a bit about how, you know, why we bought an RV and why you should if you're thinking about it. It's amazing to see these little campgrounds that are tucked back in places that you never knew existed.